Hey there, Adrienne here. Welcome to day 8 of 21 Days of Presence. We're moving into our second week of this 3-week portal into the solstice, into the total solar eclipse, into 2020. So today is a big day because today is the day that Mercury comes out of its retrograde shadow. Now, what does that mean? This means that this was the place that Mercury took a retrograde. So as of now and into tomorrow, Mercury is moving into new territory. And since it took a retrograde right at the very end of Scorpio, it's moving right into the sign of Sagittarius, bringing everything that was discovered in that Mercury retrograde into that deep, unconscious, subconscious place into the light. So we've talked about this and how it's not very fun to look at these places, and yet we cannot heal them until we see them. And that's so much of what's been keeping our evolution back in general, our spiritual evolution, is these dark, deep, hidden secrets, deep hidden traumas from past lives, deep lies, deep uncomfortable things. And yet, isn't it time to move beyond this? Don't you want to pull it out by the roots and be done with it instead of dancing around these places, trying not to get pulled into these dark places? It's like we put up so much energy in our life to try to avoid the darkness. And then yet we are informed unconsciously by that same darkness. And so we have got to look at it in order to heal it. And this is the time that we're in. The other thing that's happening today is that Mercury, the sun, actually, the sun is in an exact square with Neptune. And the sun is our orientation of who we think we are, our personality. And with these immutable signs, the sun in Sagittarius and Neptune in Pisces, we're looking at a reorientation. And we've talked about how this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio started, the energy started when it went into the shadow period on October 12th. And isn't that profound that we're heading into this crazy new full moon in Gemini on December 12th, 12/12 at 12:12 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States, the epicenter of so much drama right now that represents these deep, dark, hidden secrets that are trying to come to the surface to be revealed. And so, these types of things, like we said, it's not easy to look at. And yet here we have been, the mud has been slinging, and now Mars is in Scorpio. And so Mars is continuing this Scorpio energy, but Mars likes Scorpio. Mars says, let's get this power. Let's move this energy. Let's move these fixed emotions and stuck traumas and programming that's deep in our subconscious and get going, right? So this sun square Neptune, though, is like, okay, well, if you've been on the page of this evolution and this transformation, which is probably why you're watching this video right now, you have seen this transformation happening. We don't know what it is yet, right? So it's kind of interesting because today, December 8th, is an 8 day. And that's also the exact day that Mercury comes out of its shadow and the sun is exactly in square, and Chiron is coming into its exact square today. Jupiter is coming into its exact square with Chiron. And 8 is a number of transformation. It's rules the house of Scorpio and Pluto. And so Pluto is such a big player, as Saturn and Pluto are like this big magnetic energy as they come close together in the sky in January. So transformation is on the table. Right? It's the name of the game. And maybe that can be helpful. Be like, oh, right. My life is falling apart. I don't know who I am. I've lost all direction. I'm just like somehow making it through. And maybe that means you're doing it right because you're allowing your life, your personality construct to transform. So Jupiter square Chiron at 1 degree is a new identity is needed. That Aries is our sense of self. And Chiron is deep, deep psychic wounds. And so Jupiter's saying, yeah, gotta move this stuff, right? And so much happening today on this 8-day, saying that the time that we live in, for us individually, collectively, for our planet, maybe the whole solar system, maybe the galaxies and the omniverses, is about transformation. Why else would this Saturn and Pluto conjunction be happening right now? And so if you think about it that way, well, when you're transforming, you don't know who you are. You have to lose all sense of who you are in order to become the new person, closer to who you really are, right? But it's like we're transforming all of those false parts of ourselves. And so this 8 energy is really powerful and helpful to understand and remember, oh, okay, yes, I'm transforming, and during the process, it's funny, I just saw those. Do you remember those old Transformer toys? And I know they were made into movies and stuff, and they could be a car and then it's a robot, and in the process of changing form from the car to the form of a person or whatever it is, you can't tell what in the heck it is, right? It's just a big glob of plastic, right? And that's kind of where we're at right now. Got our hands and arms all, like being rearranged. And that's what the Sun square Neptune is about. We got to rearrange. And it's fast, for 2 months to be a different person from October 12th, and really it goes back to last year with the Venus retrograde in Scorpio last year. But that's a very quick transformation. And the quicker the transformation, the more disorienting it's going to be. And so the Sun square Neptune is like, who in the heck am I? And what is going on? And I don't know up from down. I don't know left from right. I can't figure out who I am and where I'm going. And that means you're on the path and you're on the train and it's happening and we're doing it together. So I'm so glad that you can be here with me on this journey for this 21 days of presence. So let's go ahead and get into this 8 energy today. Can we surrender to this transformation? Because this transformation isn't about going back. It seems like it's going back into the darkness, right? Because we're going and visiting very old traumas that we didn't know we had. But it's not. Right? It's about moving into the light. It's about transforming our physical body and the earth and our world and our reality into light. And so transformation is always positive in this evolution, but doesn't necessarily feel that way while you're in it. And so let's just go settle in. Maybe we can just be present in that piece, the moment, right here, right now, and let this process happen around us. And trust that we're coming into a more positive place within ourselves and in the universe, on our planet, in the collective consciousness. And just hold that ideal. So go ahead and feel yourself arrive right here, right now. Just coming into this now moment. Taking a few deep breaths. Just enjoying this field that you've been working on. If you've been following these 21 days, every time it gets a little easier to hook in, connect to the earth, and find this deep, deep presence. I saw a beautiful picture in an individual session of a powerful ancient shaman of a tribe, and the protection for the tribe, the guidance for the tribe, the ambiance of the tribe, the security of the tribe, all came down to this shaman and their ability to be in this deep, deep presence. We all have this within us, and yet it's been incredibly elusive in this very stressful reality that we're in right now, full of distractions and uh, energies that do not want us to come into this presence. And perhaps that's where we find our true self and our true power. So go ahead and just allow yourself to arrive right here, right now. And when we come together and claim this presence and this peace, we make the field stronger for all of us and for the collective. So just paying attention to the base of your spine. Go ahead and put down a root system deep into the earth. Feel yourself in connection to the mother, resting, relaxing, releasing as gravity comes up to meet you. Just settling in. I'm seeing a picture of an animal, like a deer, a group of deer, and they're feeling really safe at this moment and secure, no predators around. And this incredible union that they have with Mother Earth, this incredible trust in the moment, this incredible ability to just live. In the moment, in celebration of life, in the fullness and the potential of this life. Just peacefully grazing, connected and held by Mother Earth, patiently waiting, knowing they're at home. Just arrive right here, right now. Can you allow yourself to feel at home on planet Earth? There's lots of messages about it not being safe here for you as a light worker. Lots of messages around this isn't your true home. You're coming here for a visit to try to help, except they don't want your help. And yet, what a beautiful home. Beyond all of the stories and the madness and the chaos, underneath all that is Mother Earth and peace and presence. Just feeling yourself deeply arrive in this now moment. All of your thoughts, cares, and worries just cast aside. They'll be there when you get back if you'd like to pick them up. But for now, allowing this peace, presence, this now moment. The thing about the deer and the beautiful grasses flowing in the wind, but still connected to the earth, they know who they are. And they know who their mother is and where they belong. Go ahead and receive an energetic wave to remember this feeling from perhaps an ancient lifetime when you did feel safe on the earth. And just anchoring in. That feeling of being at the right place at the right time, doing exactly what you're here to do, just like that grazing herd of peaceful, patient deer. Recognizing that as much as we have so many responsibilities in this time we live, and yet the only time, the only life, the only true living comes when we can be in this now moment. All time in this time. Also brings you face to face with the bigger, wider truth of who you are, your home in the cosmos. We are here to be pillars of light between the cosmos and the earth. Can you arrive? Can you surrender? Can you say yes to this transformation? As uncomfortable as it may be at times, but feeling yourself deeply supported, the ground under your feet, connected in your heart to the love of the cosmos, represented the divine feminine in our living, breathing Mother Earth, Gaia, and allow her to just hold you as you rest. Right here, right now. Home in your heart. Just staying here as long as you would like. Making a note to bring this presence into your life as much as you can, into your daily life. Remembering this peace and presence is here for you whenever you have a few minutes throughout your day to come back to. Remind yourself this field we've created is available at all times. Continuing to become more peaceful and more present. And if you'd like to just continue to stay here as long as you like, perhaps you'd like to pause the video. Go ahead and just enjoying this peace, this presence, imagining what it's like to walk forward in your life with this sheath of protection, this love in your heart, this connection to your mother. What does your life look like and feel like lived from this place? Perhaps this is the transformation. And just staying here, right now, for as long as you would like. Go ahead and when you're ready, complete your meditation. Well, thank you so much for joining me for day 8, 21 days of presence. It's really cool to feel, even though, only a few people, because I do these at random times, make the live. I just have to fit it in whenever right now. But we are building this field, and it's so profound to feel how much easier and deeper it can get each day, and each more people that join us, and more intention for peace and presence, and how much easier it is to go real deep and find that elusive in our world, so elusive, this peace and presence. But together we are doing something amazing here. So really great to have you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 9 of 21 Days of Presence. We're just really getting into this intense portal of energy that is December 2019, preparing for January 2020. And I'm so glad that we're here together. So I look forward to seeing you soon, tomorrow, or on the next update. Until then, I'm Adrienne Elise. Namaste.